Hello there, it's Poe, and welcome back to ZooCrafting! So, Chalfont and I have just arrived back from Jacob's place, and for those of you that don't remember, we went on a little safari, but with a twist. We went back in time to try and find some rhinos. So we're back from our adventure now, and well, we ended up with a lot of stuff. We ended up with a rhino, which was good, because that's what we went there for. We ended up with a turtle called Boris. Let's get him out. He's so cute. We'll pop him back in for the time being. And then we also ended up with, well, I decided to gather all of these birds because they were all trying to fly up on top of a tree, so I thought I'd go ahead and rescue them. So we have tons and tons of these now to try and fit into the zoo somewhere. But you'll also see that I have added a few more Christmas decorations around the place as well. We've had a DecoCraft update on the server, so there's loads more new festive stuff to add in. And I don't know if you can notice, but for some reason when I look at my house, my frames per second drops quite low, and I don't know whether it's just because everything is trying to render in all at once, whether it's because I have a huge Christmas tree or what, but I've been trying to figure it out and I can't really narrow it down to one particular location, so we'll just have to make do with it for the time being. But what we're going to do is I'll just show you the decorations that I have added in at my house. Then we're going to head off over to the African zone and we will continue work on the rhino exhibit, and hopefully we will add the rhino in today. So we're going to make Chalfont unsit. I will feed him some rotten flesh, seeing as I didn't have any with me when we went on our little safari trip. There we are. And yeah, we'll just head on over. So yeah, you'll see that I changed up some of the bushes as well. They were autumn themed, but now we're in winter, so I've turned them into spruce leaves. The outside of my house has all these presents, and then we'll head inside. We have a bit of mistletoe hanging in the porch here, because that's what you will normally do at Christmas, isn't it? You normally have like mistletoe hanging from the ceiling. I have this really rather beautiful advent wreath and some cookies and some like sprinkle cookies as well. Now I know what you're going to say, they're on the floor, which probably is not very hygienic, but I thought it just looked cool. I thought it looked nice, because if I put them on like tables you wouldn't be able to see the slippers. And Chalfont, are you going to come inside? Are you stuck on the presents? Is that what you're doing? Are you sniffing to see what's in them? I don't think any of those are for you, but they might be. You never know, you never know. He's looking at me like that because I have this rotten flesh in my hand, isn't he? And then we head off this way, and I have one of these, I'm not sure what they're called. What are they called? I have no idea. I think that's like the Swedish word for it. I'm not even gonna, like, I don't know how to even pronounce that. But that's what this is. And I don't actually have a chimney in my house, so I don't have anywhere to hang up my stockings, so I decided to make a little area here to do that. So I have two stockings there. I have a little nativity scene and a couple of candles next to it, which I thought was really, really cute. There's even like a little angel, I don't know if you can see that right there. Such a, wow, look at baby Jesus, he's tiny, he's tiny. And there's that rather scary noise again. I still haven't narrowed it down whether it is the elephant or not, but we shall see. Okay, so yes, just before we head over to the rhino area, I am going to print one of those signs, one of those information signs. So once again, I need to make a canvas. I can never remember how to do this. It's stick, string and wall, but I never remember which pattern. Okay, so we should be able to do that. We've got plenty of string here. And we have some sticks, I believe, in this chest here. Yes, we do. And then finally, we have some wool. Which one is that kept in? This one? I hope we can use a bit of brown wool. If not, we can make some with some of the string. That is the vegetable station. I still need to take those out. So let's see. I think it was something like this. Oops. I think it was. Yeah, I guess you can't use brown wool. But then again, why would you use brown wool on a canvas? You wouldn't be able to see anything. Yeah, there we are. Okay, so that works. And now we need to go to the printing press. And the reason I'm doing this is, well, because we're adding in the rhino to a new exhibit, I have created a information sign for it. So we'll pop it in here. Let's see if we can find it. That is the Tasmanian devil. Where is it? I think this one's it. Yeah, the black rhino. It is indeed. Okay, so now we should be all ready to head over. Head on over to the African zone. Yeah, actually, just before we go, I'm just going to take a quick look in like my my plants chest, just to see if there's any plants that are like suitable for the scrubland or what not. Which one is that in though? This top one, I think. We could take some of that. That's not really suitable, is it? The dark green grass. That wouldn't work. But yeah, definitely the Miner's Delight. I don't know if we can place that down on sand though. Maybe some of the prairie brooms. Some reed canary grass. Why not? These sort of look sort of dead. These sort of look scrub-like. Ideally, I would like to fill the exhibits with thorns and stuff, because that's the sort of plant you'd see in that area. But they cause damage to living animals. So even though rhino skin in real life is thick, so it protects rhinos from injury from thorns and grasses and stuff like that, unfortunately on Minecraft it's not like that. So we do have to be a bit wary of what we do add into the exhibit, because we do want our rhinos to be safe after all. So yeah, let's just head on over here, and we'll see what we can do. It is quite a trip, honestly, isn't it? Is Chalfont still following us? Yes, he is. And I do feel bad that I'm like waving this rotten flesh in his face. He wants to eat it. He wants to eat it. But okay, so we shall jump into this exhibit, and let's just get started. Is this a way out? I did. I found a way out. Okay, I'm definitely gonna have to fix that up. Let's see if I've got like a pickaxe that I can just quickly knock that back with, or maybe a carpenter's hammer. Yeah, that's probably the best. Yeah. Can you still escape? Can you still climb up this? I don't think so, but it's best to be safe than sorry. Just going to take another look. What about here? Can I jump up here? Yes, I can. But then I end up with... I'll fix that a bit later. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around and I'm going to start by placing all these different plants. So I'll pop them all down here. We've got some Miner's Delight, we've got some reed canary grass, we've got some prairie brooms, and in here we have some I can never pronounce this, brittle bush, and some dead bushes as well. Bamboo doesn't really fit this exhibit, so we're just going to start by placing these. Yeah, by the looks of things, we can't place the Miner's Delight on any of these blocks, so I don't think we'll be adding that to the exhibit. What about the reed canary grass? That's not going to work either, is it? Is any of this stuff going to work? Oh, okay. So we can place the plants on this. What is this? The coarse silty dirt. But unfortunately, we can't place it on any of this like sandy blocks. So let's just go around. We'll place some of these on all the silty dirt blocks, and here, like so. And what was the other one that we could place? The prairie brooms. Let's place some of those. We'll break it up a bit. We'll place a couple of these over here, like so, which is really, really cool. I really like doing this, and I've got to eat something very, very quickly because I will starve to death. And I need to just keep checking on Chalfont, because honestly, like, for those of you that have been watching since the beginning, I've never really taken Chalfont anywhere. That expedition to find the rhinos was probably the first time he has ever left the house, ever. So I really do want to try and get him in on some of our future adventures, so he can come with us while building the exhibits. I was a bit wary because at my old house he got stuck. Was it Chalfont or was it another dog? I think it was Chalfont. He got stuck underneath the ice and I started panicking a bit because I thought he could die, but fortunately the Doggy Talents dogs can't die, so hopefully we should have him forever. Maybe we should find him like a little like doggy wife or something. We can have Chalfont and I don't know. And we shall see what happens. I haven't actually seen any like Minecraft wolves on the server, I don't think. I don't remember how I got Chalfont. I think he was gifted to us. But yeah, so we'll find you a friend, I'm sure. Okay, so let's see. I'm sure we can place these brittle bush on the sand. Yes, we can. So let's just go ahead and I'll just toss some of these all around the exhibit. Can't place them on the fossil stone, of course, or this hardened, I think it was hardened sand. I'm not exactly sure. But this is like a yellow plant, so it will add a bit of like colour to the exhibit, which I really like. It is going to grow, I think it grows 2 blocks taller, though that's probably not going to be much of an issue. Okay. And the reason that I'm adding in all these plants, not only for decoration, is because rhinos are browsers. So they will eat like thorny leaves and twigs and basically all sorts of plants. And because they're browsers, they are different to grazers. Grazers are animals that like eat grasses and flowers off the ground. Yeah, rhinos eat leaves and twigs and things off of bushes. We don't have many of those, but I'm going to see if we can add some more of those in. We do have some dead bushes like this, so that would be the sort of things that they'd eat. Though they probably wouldn't get much nutrients from a dead bush, they'd probably be eating like leaves off of more living bushes. But these are the sort of plants that you'd find in the environments that they live in. So let's just pop a couple of these around the exhibit, like so. We've got 5 more. One there, maybe one over here, one there, and I think that's all. I think that's all the plants, unfortunately. I really wish I could place these down. What block can I place these down on, or can I not? There must be something. Perhaps dirt, perhaps grass. Can I place it down on mud? Unfortunately not. Perhaps I should get like some grasses that can go in the water as well. That would probably... Oh, Chalfont, be careful please! I know that I said that you can't die, but I don't know whether you can suffocate or not, like inside blocks. Let's just bring you over here. Just, it's not that I don't trust you. It's just I want you to be safe. So just come over here a second, please. And I know your tail's wagging, but let's just sit there. And yeah, I think it's probably time. Well, before we add in the rhino, we've got a couple of trees to build. So we have that baobab tree over there. And I want to make some miniature versions of that inside this exhibit as well. So the wood that I used for that is mangrove wood. I have a stack of it here. I was going to use acacia, but I didn't really like the texture. You know how like the inside of the acacia tree is orange, which doesn't really suit the baobab tree. So I've got some mangrove wood, and I also have in one of these other backpacks, I don't remember which, oh no, it's already in my inventory here. I have some of these mangrove wood posts, and I had to spawn these in because you can't get them in survival. You should ideally be able to combine an axe and a log, and it will give you these miniature posts, but unfortunately it's glitched, and it gives me some, I don't know what that is. I think it's like some sort of iron block, which is not the one that we need. So yeah, I've had to spawn those in, unfortunately. But I'm sure you won't mind. It's like nothing that I can prevent happening. If I did have another way around that, I probably would have gone ahead and done it. So yeah, let's see if we can build like some miniature versions of those baobab trees. So when I did that, I basically made a circle, and then the rest of them around the edge are carbonate blocks, because you can make those into half slabs. So I'm just going to make these like thinner versions, probably like 2x2 block trunks. Like so. Probably not too tall either. And then because I have these mangrove wood posts, I can just like do stuff like this, and that makes the little what would you call those? Branches. That's the word. I don't know how that slipped my mind, but we can have a couple of those as well. And we'll place one this side. The only problem is if I place them next to each other. Oh, okay, it didn't do it that time. Sometimes when I place them next to each other, they connect weirdly. I don't know why it didn't. But yeah, so this is the sort of arrangement we're going to have, and I just realised I forgot to bring the leaves with me, which really sucks. So give me a moment and I'll go back and I will just grab them. Okay, so I'm back, and Chalfont, don't worry, I didn't leave you for long. I told you I'd be back, I promise. I also got some common reeds as well, because I did mention I wanted some water plants, and I saw some of those in my chest. So let's see if I can place them. Is it not going to let me place them? Oh yeah, okay. Only on the sand by the looks of things. But that's okay, because I don't have very many of them as is. Is there another block over here I can place them on? Doesn't seem like it. Perhaps we'll place some in the middle like that. Just add a bit of like vibrance to the water. Maybe I could get some lily pads or something. Though yeah, I'd have to be careful because I don't want like the rhinos heading over, climbing over the water pads and then out over the wall. That would not be good. But yeah, so let's finish off this baobab tree and then I'll make a couple more. I've got a stack and a bit of acacia leaves and I've got some dirt here, so I'm going to pillar myself up to the top and try not to hit my head on these branches. So I'm just going to place some leaves quite randomly like so. And the good thing with these posts is that you can climb on them, unlike fences. So let's just place a couple more of these around the edges. Yeah. Let's just add a bit more like definition to that side. That doesn't look too bad actually. So I think we're gonna have some more of these, maybe 3 or 4 in this exhibit. So yeah, I guess I'll put one here as well. Yeah, I'm sure that will work. I could possibly put one over here. Maybe one closer to the water, like sort of half in the water, or maybe just here. That'd probably be the best idea. Let's put one here. So we've just got to do a similar sort of structure to the others. So we'll make the trunk. We shall add in the branches like this, and we'll have one coming off the side, and maybe another vertical one. Yeah, see, that's what I mean, how they connect up a bit weirdly. So we can't have that, unfortunately. Okay, what is happening? I have no idea. So we're going to have to like offset that one to the side. Yeah, like that. And then we can fill them on with the leaves. If I can climb up. There we are. Like so. It's looking good, looking good. Okay, so let's see if I can tell you some facts about rhinos. So, yeah, they are native to Eastern and South Africa, so that's the only place that you can find them, apart from in zoos, of course. They are, unfortunately, critically endangered, so there's quite few of them left in the wild. They are hunted because they have horns, and there are some folk remedies, things that don't even work, that like say the rhino horns like cure cancer and stuff and things like that. So they tend to make a lot of money off illegally poaching these animals, which is never good. So unfortunately they are critically endangered. They are the second critically endangered animal I have in my zoo, alongside the South China tiger, which is pretty cool, I have to say. So at least we are protecting them here in my zoo. I think that's another tree finish, so let's just hop down here. Maybe add a couple more leaves on this side because it's looking a bit sparse. Yeah. Yeah, like that. Okay, so we'll just start another tree over here. So yeah, I've mentioned that they have thick skin, so that the shrubs, the thorny bushes that grow in the area that they live in can't damage them, can't injure them. They aren't actually very territorial, though they are aggressive. That might sound a bit like contradicting, but basically if they meet another rhino, they won't really care. They'll just like wander into other rhino species territories. They won't mind. They won't mind. But if they see something that they perceive as a threat, even like trees, if the tree is like looking a bit scary and they like mistake it for a predator, they will charge at it. So they are quite aggressive, so you definitely need to stay clear of a rhino if you're planning to go near one anytime soon. I don't imagine that many of you are, but if you do, I would really like to to find out why you're near a rhino. So yeah, let's just finish off this tree. Let's add a couple more leaves up here. Yeah, like so. And yeah, one last one, and then I think we're ready. Let's just add a couple more on this side as well. Oh no, we're almost running out of leaves. Okay, I'm gonna have to save this these 16 for this trunk over here. Oh, we're almost running out of mangrove wood as well. I don't think we have enough to build this tree, but yeah, we won't, which is gonna be a shame. Okay, so we're gonna have like half a mangrove tree, something like that. But let's see what we can do. So let's make a couple of these. So I'll add something like that. Well, this is going to look a bit weird, but when I fix it all a bit later, it won't look as strange as it does now. So let's just add a couple of leaves as well on the top, like so. But these are some really cute baobab trees. They really are. Okay, and if I can reach, nope, I can't. But I want to put some around the side as well. Okay, so we've got 5 more leaves. Something like this will do. Yeah, this tree definitely needs a bit of a touch up. Like, what is that? I have no idea. That's a really, really skinny baobab tree. But yeah, I think the time has come now to add in our rhino. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up Chalfont, because I think the rhino might perceive Chalfont as a threat. Might perceive me as a threat. So let's go ahead. Where did I put the rhino? He is here. And I will pop him down like so. So this is in fact a black rhino, and the characteristics of a black rhino are that they have like a pointed lip. So as you can see, it's a bit triangular here, and because they are browsers, because they eat things off bushes and leaves and things, they use that lip to like grab the twigs and things off of them. So yeah, we're gonna leave him here. Black rhinos do tend to be solitary, so we won't have to find a mate for him quite so soon as we would for some of the other animals. But I'm sure he'll quite like it here. They do also live near areas with lots of water, of course, as you'd expect. And hopefully he enjoys this mud as well. So we shall head out this exhibit, and we shall set up the painting sign. And once again, I've just realised I forgot to bring the painting frame with me. I'm just very forgetful today. And I have no idea why. So, should we take another trip back to my house? Or should I just do a jump cut? I think I might just do a jump cut, and I shall be back with my stuff. So once again I am back, and I've had to start nibbling some of these nachos because I ran out of those oat cookies, but that's always good because nachos are like one of my favourite foods. So yeah, I've gone ahead and made a couple of these painting frames. I didn't quite realise that the recipe was so simple. I probably could have done it on camera, to be honest. It was just some sticks and some wood slabs, but unfortunately I had no wood logs on me. I only had 6 wood planks there, so yeah, I couldn't have made them. But yes, I have these painting frames, and I'm not exactly sure whereabouts around this exhibit I'll put it. I think just temporarily I'm going to put them here, just until I have a fancy davincing frame like that. So we shall pop this painting in, and yeah, that is another exhibit finished. As soon as you add the sign down, that is when I class it as complete. Of course, we do need another zookeeper for the rhino exhibit, so I'm going to put that up on the website. If you want to become a keeper for the rhino exhibit, you know where to go. But yeah, let's just read this. So, black rhino. Once again, I cannot pronounce these names to save my life, but Diceros bicornis, something like that. Mass, 800 to 1,400 kilograms, so yeah, it's very, very, very heavy. The height is 1.8 meters for a male and 1.3 meters for a female. Their lifespan is 35 to 50 years. Their characteristics, I think I've mentioned all of these, but yeah, they have 2 horns, they have a pointed upper lip, and they have very thick skin. And yes, they are critically endangered, like I said earlier. And you'll see that the image for this sign is a lot bigger compared to like the images for some of the others as well. But that's just because the rhino is so long. But he looks very happy in his exhibit there. So I'm really glad. I'm really glad that I've had this finished. So yeah, got to fix up that tree. It's looking very sorry for itself, isn't it? And I guess, well, I think it probably is time to vote for the next exhibit you'd like to see. I do have the turtle, so I think in the meantime, while we're voting for this, I will go and build a turtle exhibit over in the tropical zone, and we can find a home for Boris, because I think that would be the best thing to do. But yeah, I will have a straw poll in the description and in the comments if you'd like to vote on which exhibit you'd like to see next. And with that, I will end the episode here. So thank you all for watching. As always, the code is on screen. Hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day and a wonderful December. It's almost going to be Christmas soon. I really can't believe that. How time flies, hey? So yeah, I'll see you all in the next episode. Goodbye. Bye. Chalfont says bye too.